You probably have one sitting in the corner of your living room, blinking its little green eyes at you. You call it the Wi-Fi box, but its real name is much more prestigious: the router. While a switch manages the conversation inside a single room, the router is the traffic cop that connects that room to the entire world. Today, we're breaking down how these traffic cops manage data, the difference between home and pro gear, and how to keep your network from crashing. How routing works. Think of a router as a postal sorting facility. It doesn't care about the message inside the envelope. It only cares about the IP address on the outside. The routing table. Every router keeps a map or a set of rules called a routing table. When a packet arrives, the router checks the destination IP. If it recognizes the network, it points the packet to the right exit. The default gateway. But what if the router doesn't recognize the address? Instead of throwing the data away, it sends it to the default gateway, usually your ISP's upstream router, basically saying, "I don't know where this goes, you figure it out." SOHO versus enterprise. Now, the box in your house is a bit of a jack of all trades. SOHO, small office/home office routers, these are actually 3 devices crammed into one chassis. It's a router, connecting to the ISP, a switch, those 4 yellow ports on the back, and a wireless access point, the antennas. Enterprise routers. In big data centers, routers are pure. They often have no Wi-Fi and only a few high-speed ports. They are specialized machines designed to do one thing: move massive amounts of data at lightning speeds. Configuration and the console port. To make these things work, you have to talk to them. The pro way. For professional gear, you use the console port. You'll need a special blue rollover cable connected to your laptop. Using a program like PuTTY, you enter a command line interface to build the network from scratch. The home way. For your home router, it's much simpler. Just open a web browser and type in your default gateway IP, usually found by typing ipconfig in your command prompt. Pro tip: change your default credentials like admin/admin immediately. If you don't, you're leaving the keys to the city under the doormat. DHCP and the conflict problem. Most routers use DHCP to hand out IP addresses automatically, but this can cause IP conflicts. Imagine you give your office printer a permanent static IP address so you can always find it. If the router doesn't know that, it might try to give that same address to your phone. The fix? DHCP exclusions. You tell the router, "Don't touch the addresses between 1 and 0.20. I'm saving those for the important stuff, like servers and printers." Troubleshooting. Q&A. Let's hit some rapid-fire troubleshooting. Why do I see a 169.254.x.x address? That's an APIPA address. It means your computer is shouting for an IP, but the router isn't answering. Check your cables or make sure DHCP is turned on. Can my router connect fiber to copper? Yes. Routers are media agnostic. They don't care if the data travels over light, electricity, or radio waves. They only care about the IP packet inside. Whether it's a tiny box under your desk or a massive unit in a server rack, the router is what keeps the internet connected.